These chords that you are working on in this course represent a basic chord vocabulary that one needs to develop in order to play modern music of all styles. They're considered to be the most common chords, and it's a very good place to start in building your own personal chord vocabulary. Now, there's numerous possible chords on the guitar, and it can seem a bit overwhelming at times. You might have seen one of those guitar chord dictionaries that have like 20,000 chords in them. That's a lot of chords. But do you think you need to learn that many chords in order to play the music you want to play? Would it make sense to memorize a page a day out of a dictionary? No, I would say not for either of those questions. This isn't practical, and mostly it's not necessary. For now, learning to play and memorize these basic chords we're working with here is a good place to start. And you can play thousands of songs with these chords. And then from here, you have the rest of your guitar playing life to learn more and more chords as you need them. Which leads me to my next point. How does one build up their own guitar chord vocabulary? What I suggest you do is to learn chords on a need-to-know basis, meaning that when you're working on a new song, it has a new chord in it that you haven't used before, that's a perfect time to learn that new chord. The song is likely to have a few of the basic chords you already know, and then there might be one or two chords that you don't know, and the song provides the opportunity to learn those one or two new chords. You'll be more likely to remember new information when dealing with it in that way. And then maybe the next song you work on after that will have those new chords in it, plus maybe a couple of other new chords, and so it goes. After learning 10 or so songs, you'll have had so much experience with each chord that it becomes a solid piece in your chord vocabulary. It's a very natural way to build your chord vocabulary up, and it makes sense. Just remember to stay organized with your chord vocabulary. And when I say stay organized, I mean that you want to write these new chords out on chord diagrams. Maybe have a folder where you keep these chords. That way, you'll in essence be writing out your own personal chord dictionary. And it's going to be filled with chords that you use when you play the songs that you want to play. Strive to keep them in their respective chord families, as they're called. There's the major chord family, the minor chord family, and the dominant seventh chord family. For the most part, any guitar chord will belong to one of these three families. The basic chord sheet that comes with this course is written in this way. These chords on this sheet will add up to 23 different chords, and they're organized like this. We have 7 major chords, 7 minor chords, and 7 dominant seventh chords that are played in and around the first position. Then there's the 6 bar chords, which are movable, so that's a total of 27 chords. But 4 of the chords, B major, B minor, C minor, and F7, are redundant because these chords are actually the same as the bar chord versions. So since there are 4 repeated chords, you're really starting off with these 23 different chords. And like I said, these chords, that's enough to play thousands of songs.